Hey everyone, today I'm doing something completely new, something I never done before on this channel. I'll be reviewing the pop album. So far all my reviews were rock and metal albums, so it will be interesting to do that today, but don't be too hard on me. It's my first try, so yeah, just be easy on me, but I'll try to do my best. In this album review for the brand new album Kamikaze by Eminem, I'll focus mainly on my top 5 for the 5 best songs on Kamikaze, but I'll also talk about a few facts first, and I'll eventually talk a bit about each and every songs on this album. And yeah, tomorrow when, not tomorrow, what the fuck am I saying? This morning when I woke up, the first thing I saw in my Facebook newsfeed was, oh, Eminem just dropped a new album. And this is not something I was expecting, like not at all. Usually he drops an album out like, what, every 3 years? Last one was Revival in 2007. You know, I thought about reviewing that one when it came out, but it was during my exam week, so I just said fuck that. I'll stick to my metal, but today I need to talk about this brand new album by Eminem. And I'll also compare it with Revival and all those previous albums, because even though I listen to mostly rock and metal, I know Eminem really well and I know his entire discography. So let's talk about Kamikaze by Eminem. So let's start this album review with a few facts. First of all, the album cover is an homage to the debut album by the Beastie Boys, Listens to Hill, and not a fucking ripoff like so many people on the internet were saying, like on Twitter. Are you fucking stupid? Why would Eminem do that? People will see the similitude between the two albums. They're basically pretty much the same, so no, it's not a ripoff. And he always said that Beastie Boys were a huge influence for him, so now you know if you didn't. Also, this was a secret release following the backlash of a Revival that came out last year, so that's probably why he released a new album that fast. If you thought that Revival did not feature enough fast rapping parts by Eminem, this will be way different. Fasten your seatbelt, you're in for a real treat, I'm telling you. Also, another fact, no more pop bullshit with no huge pop artists being featured on this album, Kamikaze. For me, and you can disagree on that, that's perfectly fine, it's an opinion, but it could be the best album by Eminem in years. I would say best album since Recovery. A lot of people would say it's better than Recovery since it's not an album that is like that much, but I'm one of the big defensor of Recovery. For me, this album is really good, but it's definitely better than Marshall Matter LP2, which was a good album, but with too much, like too many huge pop artists being featured on it. And after that there was Revival, which was even worse in terms of pop artists. It's like all over the place, and in my opinion, one of the other reasons people don't like Revival that much is because it has all the bad things that we didn't like that much about Marshall Matter LP2, but this time mostly that plus the pop thing. And also, this album was also a lot on Donald Trump, but even though you don't like him, or if you like him, you probably hate the album even more, but if you don't like him, I think it pushed a bit too far. Like, okay, we understand you don't like Donald Trump, but here it was really like going hard on him, and yeah, it was a bit too much in my opinion. Anyway, now it's time to go with the top 5 in no particular order, so I'll just talk about my 5 favorites in the order in which they come on this album. So, The Ringer. The first song on Kamikaze show you right away how angry Eminem was when he did that album. He didn't want Revival to be his latest album for long, and it was such a great decision to make this one so soon. In this one, he is talking shit about rapper Lil Xan, Lil Pump, and Lil Yachty for completely making hip hop horrible in 2018. So sorry guys. He is also talking about the backlash that Revival received, and again taking shots at Donald Trump. At least here it's not like too much, just some quick reference, so that was okay. This song is the longest on the album and had a lot to offer, but yeah, I could have skipped that Donald Trump part even though it was really small. We just didn't need that again, but it was fine. Like I said, nothing against him for that part, it was perfectly fine. So yeah, now another song in my top 5 greatest. The main beat in this song is definitely the thing that really made me like this song at first sight. Like I was like, whoa, what is going on? Also, when I was talking about fast rapping part, this song is a perfect example of that. It's just purely insane, like yeah, that much. The chorus is really good. It really reminds me a lot of his old school stuff, like old school Eminem. I love it. I'm not sure if M take this chorus really seriously, but he should, because in my opinion, he is really that great on the hip hop scene, truly on top. Maybe Kendrick Lamar is getting close to him these days after his 3 super strong album, but Eminem is still on top with Tupac and Biggie and Dr. Dre. And the chorus was great because it's just a way to say a big fuck you to all the haters, so it was fun. And another thing about Kendrick Lamar, I really thought that the part where Eminem said Revival didn't go viral was really funny, because it was like the part in the song Humble by Kendrick Lamar. So yeah, great stuff. Another song in my top 5, and now I'm talking about the first 3 songs, but it won't be that way for the entire top 5. But this one is Lucky You, the 3rd song on this album. This one is featuring Joyner Lucas. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing his name right, but you know which one I'm talking about, obviously, since I'm talking about the song Lucky You. And yeah, I did not know him before listening to this song and hearing him rapping in this one, but his rapping is really good, and he has a really strong and good voice. It's also pretty cool that he's doing more than half of the vocals in this song. It was different and just made it even cooler, I would say. This collaboration is perfect because the rapping fits so well together, and it's really interesting to hear Joyner rapping about how he won nothing in terms of like the Grammys, awards, and everything, but Eminem on the other end pretty much received everything. I think he has like 15 Grammys or something like that. So yeah, the beat is also pretty sick and huge, which is another strong point of this song. I also need to mention the insane diss at Drake for hiring ghostwriter, which is a shame in my opinion. If you're a rapper, you write about your personal stuff, you write about what you want to write, but don't hire someone to write lyrics for you and then perform it. It's just stupid, and I'm so happy that Eminem is angry about that, because it's not something you can do in hip hop. You don't do that in rock, you don't do that in metal. Pop artists do that. Okay, I can accept that, but that's why I don't like pop that much. Anyway, the next one in my top 5 is Stepping Stone. So this song is about his hip hop group D12 that had so much success in the early 2000s. It's kind of his way to say goodbye to D12. I think there's even a moment in the song where he's saying he's saying his farewell to D12. It's really clear in it, and at the same time making apologies for everything that happened. The lyrics are so good and so deep, which is why it's one of my favorite on this album, because of how well written it is. And the whole stepping stone thing, like, he did not use D12 as a stepping stone. Just great stuff. I also need to mention the chorus. Eminem is really not the best singer, everyone knows that, but I prefer a chorus like this one a million times better than when he has some huge pop artists to sing in them, like Ed Sheeran in the song River, I think, from Revival. Oh my god, I can't stand that guy, and it was just awful. And like half of the song on Revival had pop artists. I was like, what is going on? I can't stand that. Okay, the last song in my top 5 is Kamikaze, the title track. At first I never thought that this song would end up in my 5 favorite because it's so weird. Sorry guys, I have so much problems with my pronunciation tonight, probably because I'm so fucking tired right now. But I'll try to finish this review without fucking up everything. Okay, so yeah, I had some problems with this one at first because of how weird it is, but when I started to really pay attention to the lyrics, you see that this song is really a gem. We learned that Eminem is not only angry that the critics bash on his Revival album, but he's also angry that the album did not turn out the way that he wanted it to be, which is fair enough, I would say. You cannot make, each time you're releasing an album, you cannot make it perfect. Like, it's impossible. Every artist released a real bad album. Metallica is probably the biggest proof of that. With Saint Anger, everyone knows about it, but no, I'm not comparing Revival with Saint Anger. Revival was really better than Saint Anger. No, I cannot do that comparison. Sorry guys. I love the fact also that he did a reference to his song Fact, which is hated by a few people, but to me it's really like one of his funniest songs, and so cool to listen to this one just for fun from time to time, I guess. For the other songs on the album, there's Normal, which is a song about Eminem searches for a normal relationship. There's also Nice Guy and Good Guy, following kind of the same theme, talking about confusing relationships in Eminem's life. There's a song Not Alike, which is talking about the state of music industry and is dissing on the mumble rappers. Yeah, he's talking a lot about that throughout the album. There's also Fall, which is talking again about the state of the hip-hop thing in 2018, and again about the Revival backlash, because yeah, these two things were definitely the biggest theme in the entire album, Kamikaze, so it's coming back a few times. And there's the song Venom, which is for the superhero movie Venom, which is coming out later this year. This song was cool as well. I don't know why it's on the album though, because it's really not fitting with the rest of the album, but it's cool. I would have probably never heard it otherwise, maybe in the movie, because I'm probably planning on seeing it. But yeah, that's pretty much what I had to say about this new album, Kamikaze by Eminem. I don't really have anything to add other than that, but it would be cool to have some cool discussion about it, guys, in the comment section. Like I said, I know every song that Eminem ever put out, so yeah, we could compare it with the earlier album. It's up to you guys, but if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to my channel. It would be super fun to have you here. I'll definitely do more hip-hop in the near future. This is only the beginning for hip-hop on this channel. Also, I'll put the Amazon link if you want to support this album. It will be there for you. Be free to do it. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all next time. Take care.